IRC Invitational event, round 5. We're in Bahrain today, and I'm sure it will be a very close race between the four leagues as we've seen throughout the past week. And joining me today is Dave Shaw from Zenith. Hello, Dave.
Hello, mate. Great to have you along. Hello, everybody. Round 4 already. Round 5. Round 5 already. Man, this championship is flying by. Yeah, round 5 already. Incredibly close. DRL leading with 165 points ahead of Zenith on 126. GFO had a great night last night on 102 points, and IRC with 38. But Alpumut, great to be with you, mate. You've had an outstanding run so far in the first 4 rounds for DRL. How have you enjoyed the Cup competition so far?
Well, it's been a great experience. I think the racing has been very hard but fair, and I'm sure we'll see some more today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Bahrain offers some fantastic racing, long straights into some very tight, quick stops into the braking zone, especially down to turn 1. Also at the top of the hill at turn 3 as well. Is it 3 doses of DRS around here?
Yeah, there's 2 DRS zones, one at the start-finish straight and one between turns 3 and 4. And yeah, not easy to overtake, easy to attack, but difficult to overtake because of the 2 detection points. You can easily fight back. So, yeah, just waiting for the drivers to go out on track. It'll be interesting to see what tires they put on, because in Bahrain, the standard strategy is starting on mediums, but I've seen people start on softs before and make it work. So yeah, really. Yeah,
this is a good point. This is going to be the first track we've had probably so far where tire strategy could be really, really interesting. And like you said, I'd be inclined to start on the medium tires if possible. As you can see, some drivers, in fact, opting for the hard tires already. I think the medium would be the preferable to start on, and then go on to the hards at the end. You don't really want to touch the soft tyres unless you really have to, do you?
Yeah, I think at the end of the race they're viable with low fuel, but at the start of the race I think they just overheat too much. But I mean, like I said, it gives you the track position, and if there's a well-timed safety car, you can make it work.
Yeah, that's it. A well-timed safety car will be absolutely key, and we've seen some well-timed safety cars already. Australia, we had a couple. At round 2 in Italy, we had one as well. Canada, we didn't actually. I don't remember a safety car in Canada or in last night in Austria.
Yeah,
so
I think there was
will we get one?
VSC last night, but not a full safety car.
Yeah, there was a couple of virtuals last night, but no full safety car, and it's pretty tough to get one round here as well. There's quite a bit of runoff out there for the drivers in case of any mistakes are made, and it should be a dry race. It's a bit unheard of for Bahrain to have any wet weather. In terms of DRL, they're leading 165 points. Who is out there tonight for DRL?
Well, last night's winner, Matt 240, obviously out again. He'll be one of the favorites, I'm sure, and as well, Orbkin, who's been unlucky so far, but I think he could be in the top 5. But yeah, we'll see. He's got some tough competition, and we've got your Loophole 78 and Hughes Moves rounding it out for us. Yeah,
Hughes Moves was another one who was a bit unlucky last night as well, wasn't he? I think he got blocked in qualifying, I saw, as well. And yeah, you said Orb King's had a bit of bad luck as well. Zenith on 126 points. They have, going from tonight, Jacob in his second race, Dan Murphy tonight in his 3rd and final appearance. We've also got Co-Andy making his first appearance. As well as that, we have Roscoe making his 2nd appearance, and Jamie Watt making his 3rd and final appearance tonight. And yeah, a lot of drivers in the hard tyres. For GFO, we have GFO Mavros. We have GFO F1 Perez, which is a new name for GFO, so good to see some new names out there. Panapap, who had a good race last night for GFO. Squeezer as well for GFO, and Red Donkey. And for the IRC board.
Yeah, with GFO especially, something interesting to note is that they've all gone out on the soft tires. So they could have a plan. Will be interesting to see.
Sorry, stupid mic keeps cutting off. IRC, we've got Snap. Snap's in there for making his first appearance. We've got Sprint, who was in the commentary box with me last night. Matt is in there again for the 2nd race running. And T-Sammy, Super League champion for Elite League last season. T-Sammy also in there as well. So times are coming in on the hard tyres, which suggests to me that these guys are looking at possibly trying to put on the medium tyres towards the end.
Yeah, these
Map
lap
2 with a...
will just be bankers, and I think they'll show their real hand on a set of medium tires. So.
Well, they're saying that. Matt 2's gone fastest, and he's quicker than Matt and Mavros on the soft tyres. That is some time by Matt 2, a 128.3.
Yeah, definitely, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think GFO Perez 11 is on a lap on a set of softs. So I heard he's a quick guy, and this could be a good representative time of what the pole time can be.
Here we go. So there is Perez just coming through the second sector now, crosses the beam, and it's purple. So he's up so far. This track, well, Evolution, as Panapap goes fastest with a 27.5. The track Evolution round here will really ramp up towards the end. It's renowned for being a dusty and very green track to start off with. Watch it ramp up towards the end as here comes Perez down the start, finishing straight. DRS open now, crosses the line and goes into, well, there you go, provisional pole with 27.5.
Yeah, very impressive.
Good time.
GFO guys. And let's see who else is coming up to the line. Jay Bradbury is bailed out of his lap, and
yeah, he was on softs as well, wasn't he? So
GFO squeezer, he's lost it at the top of the hill, but I think he was on the lap. So, yeah.
So easily done. You tap the curb up there, and if the car's not well balanced, it will send you flying. You're pretty much a passenger heading to the scene of the accident up at the bottom of the top of the hill down into sector 2. It's a tricky little corner. May see a few drivers make a mistake in the race there with cold tyres, cold brakes, and a full tank of fuel.
I think that's the most likely place where we will see a safety car deployed, because it's so easy to make that mistake. But yeah,
agreed.
Hughes moves, negotiates that corner perfectly, and I think this could be a good lap on first one on the mediums, apart from Snap. So as he comes across the final corner, what is this going to be? A 29.6.
It's good from Snap. Very good from Snap on the medium tyres as well. Jumps in ahead of Squeezer, Yor and Jamie, who's on a flying lap now.
Yep, Jamie heading into turn 11, uses 4th gear. Now up the hill, make sure to avoid the curb, and this is a tricky braking zone, but yeah, he hits the inside apex quite well. He's quite careful to not run wide there, because it's very easy to invalidate. And now heading into the last corner, I think this will be better than his 133 before, so yeah, he has quite a bit of ERS to play with.
Looks a lot more neat and tidy. Jumps into 10th place, 3 laps on those hard tyres now. So a decent effort from Jamie 1, and there's not looking too much difference between the hards, the softs, or the mediums. In fact, the hard runners are ahead of the medium runners. As they're all a bit going on at turn 1. One of the GFO boys tangling one of the IRC boys. They're both coming out the pits. I wonder if a couple of them just tangled into each other. We've got Little Paul out there on lap at the moment. Little Paul, driver of the day last night. He was brilliant. Complete contrast when we saw him in Italy. He had his own race, qualified quite far down, finished in 8th place and good points for DRO in the end, and did a great job for you boys last night.
Yeah, and hopefully we can see more of that. But yeah, as he's just about to start his first lap, so we'll check back on him to see how he does. But now, who else is on that lap?
Dan Murphy's still out there doing some laps, so Zenith boys just doing a few laps on the hard tyres, saving for those mediums. In fact, they're all on hards, except Jacob. A little bit of a lull. It's a lot more of a longer track than what we've seen the last couple of tracks. A 127, as you can see up there. So maybe just 2 runs, maybe 3.
Yeah, it's possible, and yeah, on the mediums you really don't want to invalidate because it's so much faster than the hards, and if you have to start on the hards it will leave you quite low down the grid, so yeah, you want to be careful on that medium lap. It's essentially a one-shot qualifying time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting at the end of this session. Sorry if I keep dropping out. My missus is on Netflix, and I've got a feeling it's interfering with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no worries.
So, I might give her a little knock on the door in a minute. Because, yeah, I think my connection's been affected. Our Wi-Fi is not good at the moment, so... Jacob, a fastest middle sector out of anybody so far on the medium tyres. This could be... Now, Jacob's a bit of a specialist in qualifying in Zenith. Can pull a one lap out the bag. He went close in his second race in Monza. Can he put it on pole? DRS open, 8.5 minutes to go. Jacob coming on the start-finish straight now and goes into third. Lost a little bit of time in the final sector, but puts himself nicely placed. Matt 2 out on the hards again. It looks like the same set of hards as what he had last time, as Squeezer has binned it.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but I think what Matt's trying to do is give slipstream to Yor, but I can't really tell what's happening. So, but I'm sure we'll see him out on medium tyres again.
You could be right. You could be right. He's tucked up right behind Yor's rear wing. He'll get a lovely slingshot. So, nice bit of team tactics here. Matt 2 starts his fly now. Yor gets out the way, and you were spot on. Matt 2 goes on his way with a beautiful toe. So very tactical. Not many soft runs out there at the moment. In fact,
invalidated already.
Oh, and that's crucial. You may let Yor back through and try and start again. IRC boys up in fifth and 6th at the moment. Matt in 5th and Asdog in 6th place.
Yeah,
on the soft tyres.
Sector 2, so he's going for another run. I think this could be a good lap time. Let's see what he can do out of the final corner. Opens up the DRS and across the line. Is this in the 27s? No, but puts him into the top 5. Quite impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Asdog, a fantastic lap. And the GFO boys 1 and 2. GFO Perez from Panap up there, both out there as well, with Jacob in 3rd for Zenith. Then GFO, so GFO locking up the top 4 pretty much at the moment. IRC in 5th with Asdog there. Matt 2, who is, will maybe go around again or may pit in for some mediums. We'll watch him. Matt 7th, Dan Murphy 8th, Orb King 9th for DRL and T. Sammy up there at 10th for IRC. IRC having a good outing. 3 cars in the top 10 at the moment. That's looking really good for IRC. Jamie 1 in the Zenith, still going around on 5-lap old hard tyres. Currently in 11th place.
He'll definitely want to make his medium lap stick, because otherwise he's going to have to start on 5-lap old hard tyres, which is not something you want.
No, that is not optimal. Although he is out the top 10, so he wouldn't have to start on them. But if he jumped in, if he found the smallest of margins, who they just behind T. Sammy, then yes, certainly he is going to have to start on some knackered hard tyres.
Yeah, definitely.
Sprint out on his first run.
On the set of softs, I'm seeing more soft runs than I expected, but yeah, especially the GFO boys. They've definitely discussed this. Speaking of GFO,
yeah, Perez goes even faster, and I'll tell you what, the amount of soft runners, especially from the IRC boys, could give us a fantastic mixed-up grid, and it may catch some of the faster runners out. They may have to go on softs instead, just to try and get themselves in as high up the grid as possible. Sprint on his lap now. He was in the commentary booth yesterday, of course. Did a really good job, did a Dutchman. He's picked up points in a couple of races so far. He's done a really good job for IRC so far. Kept it clean. He hasn't a penalty in any of the races. And that's a quite achievement in itself. A lot of cars in the pits. I think a lot of cars now are waiting for their final runs. We've got T. Sammy still out there. We've got Little Paul. Roscoe still lapping around in his hard tyres. Snap's just gone back out. And Sprint, who I'm watching right now, coming through this tricky little sequence of corners, which you've seen already. Squeezer be a victim of into the wall around here. It's that curb there. In fact, it's a purple middle sector from Sprint, so this could be a time to launch him and the IRC right up. Jacobs on softs. And I know the Zenith boys were discussing strictly going on medium tyres, so I wonder if Jacobs going to take a bit of a gamble here.
Or maybe he's looking to bait some of the other drivers out. You never know. So.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
A Sprint.
Because as it stands, he would be... Good time.
Yeah, IRC are doing really well at the moment. I think this soft strategy
really
is
well
for them. But
they'll
need to be careful in the race.
Yeah, those softs will drop off quickly as we see. T. Sammy jumps into 9th place as well on 3-lap old medium tyres. This is getting interesting. Jacob, as it stands, would be third on mediums, but he is out there on softs. Is he baiting? Red Donkey out there as well for GFO on soft tyres. Just picking him up now. Where is he? He's coming into that tricky middle of sector 2, end of sector 2 now. That inside curb is a killer, and so's the outside one. It's the fastest middle sector for him. The track is ramping up. 3.5 minutes to go, and qualifying is about to ramp up as well. Can Red Donkey put himself right up there? Andy's out there on mediums as well. So is Orb King. Yellow flags. I think that's just traffic. In fact, it looks like someone has made a mistake in that sequence of corners. But here comes GFO Red Donkey and puts himself into 11th place.
Yeah, I think he might want to save ERS and go again, or I don't think P11 is what he desired. But yeah, we'll see what happens. He has the time.
He has he should have time to come in and go again if he needed to. There's a lot of traffic out there. Andy just making his way through some traffic on the medium tyres for Andy. This could be his last run.
Orb King's made a mistake into turn 10, the double hairpin. I think that's cost him a few tenths, but he's going on his first medium run, and probably only medium run, so let's see what this time is going to be like.
A lot of drivers are gambling, aren't they, on these medium runs? They've got to get these medium runs right, otherwise they've had it, and they're going to be outside the top 10 and into that midfield, which has seen plenty of incidents. As the IRC boys, I think, I just saw a whole load of IRC cars lying astern as well, or was it DRL? All trying to pick up a toe from each other.
All on the main straight. Orb King, Matt 240, and Little Paul, I think, as Orb King goes P5. We're 27-9.
Good lap from Orb King. And Andy just behind him in 6th. Orb King's done.
Yeah, I think
Andy could be done as well.
I think the driver to watch out here is Matt 240. I think yesterday's winner and obviously the winner of the first race. He's shown his pace, and yeah, let's see what he can do. Let's see how much he's up through the first sector split. Looks a tidy lap so far.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
The timer didn't really work, but yeah, the lap looks neat. As heading into the double left-hander, very easy to make a mistake here. Down to first gear, interestingly. Opens up the DRS. Yeah, I think someone's gone off at the S's. Yeah,
I think they're just letting traffic through. Jacobs invalidated his soft run, although he would still be third on the medium tyres as it stands, but the times are so close. I'll tell you what, we could see a flurry of changes. Jacob getting out the racing low, one of the IRC boys got caught up. Sprint's done. Great effort from IRC, I tell you what, that is a fantastic effort. Dan Murphy out there, currently outside the top 10, and he's on mediums. Jamie One as well, and Roscoe, so the Zenith boys could be struggling to get the top 10 here.
Across the line. Is it ball for the red car? It's not. It's a 27.3, but still only 400 off on the mediums.
Yeah, that is close, and on medium tyres as well for Matt 2. So currently the poles sit on soft, and of course the guys on soft tyres will have to launch off the line at the start. They'll be the ones to watch.
Snaps on softs as he's coming across the line. I think this could put him up into the top 10. Let's see what he can do.
Where's Snappy going to go? Yeah, 15th. Good effort there from Snap. Ahead of Little Paul, ahead of Roscoe, and ahead of Hughes Moves and Squeezer and Yaw. Dan Murphy about to finish his lap on the medium tyres as one of the GFO boys gets out his way. IRC currently have 8th, 9th and 10th. Really good effort from the IRC boys. Massive, by far their best qualifying so far. Yeah, it could all change.
They didn't really have a good day yesterday, but I think they've really shown that they could make the improvements today. And one more thing to note, Jay Bradbury is on another run, and he's a few tenths up, so on the soft tires.
And Dan Murphy just finished his time in 4th place on mediums as well. If Jacob improves in his time, and in fact he is going
half
faster.
A second up.
Oh, invalidates! But
well,
he could be okay. If he starts on mediums, he will start 5th, but on mediums. Andy's 8th on mediums. He's just jumped up. Roscoe's done. So Matt, yeah, watch out for Bilton Matt. He could jump up. He could displace his IRC teammate Sprint outside the top 10. Though starting on medium tyres in 11th place is actually a really good place to start. Fresh mediums and 11th.
Yeah, definitely.
So it looks like GFO's first pole in the Cup. If Perez can hold on, because Matt 2's in, can Panap dispossess him?
Yes, he can.
He does! He does! A 27-0 for Panapap. Matt goes up to... Matt doesn't improve. It's 12th place for Matt. Jamie 1 jumped in on 8th place, also on the medium tyres. So GFO 1-2. How about that? They had a fantastic night last night, and Panapa and Perez are 1 and 2 for GFO, with Mac 2 in 3rd, Dan Murphy for Zenith in 4th, and Jacob 5th for Zenith. They will start on mediums as well. Then GFO Mavros will start 6th on softs. Orb Kings for DRL will start on the mediums. So we've got a fantastic mix of strategies here.
Yeah, and definitely the guys on mediums will have to be careful because they'll all be backed up by the 2 GFO drivers on softs. So they'll add a new element. So, yeah. What do you expect?
That's a great mix.
Soft drivers to do strategy-wise? Do you think they'll go softs?
I would 2-stop. The thing is, for softs hards, they're going to have to stop early, and then the hards will be also a little bit knackered at the end. I think soft, medium, soft, or soft, medium, mediums. But of course, safety car could influence that as well, and of course, depending where they are on the track as well. But the medium guys will definitely be looking at one stopping straight onto hards. Soft guys are good. Well, the 2-stopper and the 1-stopper. There's not a lot in it if they can get a clear track as well. The grid is beautifully set up. This could be a tough one to call. This could go a lot down strategy and penalties.
Yeah, Bahrain, it's not really a track where we get a lot of penalties. I think the main issue is turn 3, turn 2, the curb there. If you cut it a bit too much, you can get a warning. But apart from that, it's usually fine in terms of track warnings. But I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you're right. That's pretty much it. If you run a bit too far out wide on some of these curbs, it can slam you with a warning. But this is one of the more lenient tracks for penalties, no doubt about it. So we should have, hopefully, a relatively penalty-free race, and these guys racing properly on track without any penalty restrictions. Hopefully, none of these silly 5-second penalties have been picked up from the safety car.
Yeah, we want to see them fight it out on track, not just stay behind and get them on penalties, because it's not exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We don't want to be waiting to see who crosses the line and the penalties sort themselves out. We want to see drivers crossing the line in their positions.
So let's see what
Panapap
drivers outside the top 10 put on. So
yeah, this is the interesting one. So yeah, look at that mixture of hards out there. T. Sammy gambling on soft, so you've got Panapap for GFO. GFO on 102 points. Quickly the standings are DRL 165, Zenith 126, GFO 102, IRC 38. But that could all change tonight because we've got a fantastic mix of a grid. Panapap on soft for GFO on pole in the blue and white car. Then GFO Perez on his Cup debut. They're in 2nd place on soft tyres. Mac 2, 3rd place for DRL. Then it's Zenith of Dan Murphy on the mediums and Zenith of Jacob on the mediums as well. GFO Mavros on softs. He could get himself in there as well. Orb King for DRL, 7th on mediums. JB1, 8th for Zenith on mediums. Andy, 9th for Zenith on mediums. And Asdog on the soft tyres in 10th. Wow, watch out for him as well. He could play a part. Sprint, 11th on mediums for IRC. Matt IRC on the hard tyres. T. Sammy, the Super League champion, down there in 15th on the soft tyres. Then it's GFO Red Donkey, mediums. Zenith for Roscoe on the mediums. Little Paul back on the grid, I think. DRL hard. Snap, IRC mediums. Hughes moves on the hards for DRL with GFO hards and Yaw for DRL on the hards. This is going to be a tough one to pick. If you had to pick one, who would you go for?
Well, I'm definitely going to be biased and say Matt 240, having graced the mirror.
Yeah, I thought so.
But I think the Zenith boys are in a great position too. I think P4 and P5, they could get some good points on us today. But now it's all about keeping it clean through turn 1 because it's so easy to pick up front wing damage. It's a heavy braking zone and a tight corner, so yeah.
This is it. Yeah, it's all about keeping your head and keeping your front wing on. Especially for these trickies, turn 1, 2, 3. In fact, the first lap is quite tricky. You can be a big winner or a big loser on lap 1. You've got to keep your head. And penalty free, hopefully. This should be a cracker, folks. Round 5 of the IRC Invitational Cup. And I'm looking forward to this. We've got a fantastic mix of strategies. We've got a fantastic grid. All 4 leagues are nicely placed as we get ready for the lights. I'm trying to get a good camera angle. There we go. That's the one I want. So there we go. 3 lights. We've got 5 lights now. Round 5 from Bahrain is go. And the soft runners have got away well. In fact, Matt 2's made a really good start as well on his medium tyres. What about Dan Murphy? Can he get down the inside? Can we have a nice clean start? It's Panapap who leads, but Matt 2 on the inside and has got second place.
Oh, there's an incident at the back. I think it
there's a
Red Donkey.
GFO, it's Red Donkey, yeah, it's Red Donkey off, but Matt 2 holding on into second place. We've got some big movers. Dan Murphy, Jamie's up 2, Jacob's down 2, Asdog's up to 8th place. Great start. Hughes moves. What did he have for breakfast?
P18
up
to P9. Yeah, I can tell.
That is incredible.
Good, but yeah.
Oh, Roscoe trying to make a move, and Jamie passes Jacob.
Oh, someone's off. Once the Zenith boys are off.
Oh no! Disaster for Zenith. The two have collided.
Yeah, I think it's Jamie and
they're both out. Safety car. Oh my God! Both Zenith boys have crashed into each other. Oh
yeah,
no!
I saw an IRC driver spin to that. I don't know what happened. They're exiting the hairpin in the middle sector. It was so weird.
And that is. Well, Andy was way behind. Andy was down the field, so he must have collected the recovering Zenith car. Jamie won. That has, and the safety car has just thrown this race completely on its head. And Zenith, well, the chances of
he's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. That will change things.
Oh my word! Well, I tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for GFL because both Zenith and DRL have struggled. You can see Orking dropping down the field and Matt 240 with his drive-through penalty. So, yeah, chaotic start.
Chaotic start indeed, and this is... I just can't believe it. I was expecting this to be a dramatic race, but this is probably the most dramatic start we've had so far.
Yeah, definitely.
And coming from Bahrain as well, I did not expect this.
So if you look at the position changes, I mean, Hughes moves up 11 positions.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Wow.
And wow. Snap up 9. So we've got GFO from DRL from GFO, then Zenith and GFO, IRC Asdog. Wow, 6th place, and DRL of Hughes moves, then Snap for IRC 8th, Orb King DRL 9th, Roscoe's up 5 for Zenith in 10th, then Squeezer up 8 in 11th, Matt has maintained his position in 12th, then Sprint Red Donkey, Jacob had a nightmare start as well. Has he got damage? No, but 2 retirements for Zenith. That's the last thing that we at Zenith needed, but it's going to throw up what will hopefully be a cracking rest of the race. And this will help the guys on the softs out. This will help them get into a pit window where possibly they could stick on some hard tyres towards the end and stop it. This safety car could be a bit of a lifeline for the guys on softs.
Yeah, I think that's what they were betting on too, because, I mean, it will allow them to extend it for another maybe 1 or 2 laps, and I think if they can go up to lap 9, they should be able to make it to the end on a set of hearts. But you never know.
Yeah, there could be more safety cars. You never know. We've already been thrown an absolute incredible start. So 2 retirements, both Zenith, Andy and Jamie, after what looked to be complete carnage in the midfield. Let's see if I can see. Looks like, from what I can understand from Andy, it was 3 cars into 1. Didn't go together. Let's put it that way. I think as Asdog on softs pitting now. That's interesting.
Let's see what he puts on. I think it's medium, so he's committing to 2-stop strategy.
It's not a front wing change either, so that is committing to a 2-stopper. He's going to have some good speed.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he ends up compared to Mavros, who was right in front of him. So yeah, I think he'll be doing good.
Yeah, that pushes Dan Murphy to 5th. Mavros, as you said, on the soft tyres, to GFO in 5th. Hughes moves on the hard tyres as well as Hughes moves. Wow, he could be in the pound seats. In 6th place, Snap 7th. What a start by Snap as well. Incredible. The guys at the back must have just had lightning reactions. to get through the field and avoid all the complete carnage. As Panapap gets very close to the back of the safety car. Roscoe as well now in ninth. So Squeezer and Hards as well. So is Matt and so is Jacob. Although I swear Jacob started a medium. So Jacob stop. Have I missed a stop there for Jacob?
He did stop indeed at the end of lap 1.
Okay. So Jacob's the lead spotter. However, I don't think Hards are going to get to the end. So he may do a splash and dash for softs later on. As we could be underway this lap by.
I expect it to be, but yeah, we'll see. I think Dan Murphy's in a really good position here with Matt 240's penalty. He's the lead medium runner. Of
course, yeah. Matt 2's got. I completely forgot Matt 2's got the drive free. When will he serve it? Will he go the 3 laps and then serve it? Will we get the safety car in this lap? Yes, we do. We're about to go green flag racing again. So Panapap in the GFO car will lead him. I tell you what, this is a chance for GFO to try and jump Zenith going into the final race.
Yeah, and even closer.
DRL have only got this. Yeah, this could really be turned on its head, and IRC could be in for a great haul of points as well. 3 laps down, I tell you what, we're poised for an absolute cracker here.
Yeah, it's been very unpredictable
will lead him
so far, and I'm sure we'll see more today.
Yeah, no doubt. Bahrain throwing the fireworks up so far. Here we go. Safety car in. Panapap. Matt 2 pits now.
Yeah,
so Panapap leads from Perez. GFO 1, 2, and in fact they're trying to make it a 1, 2, 3 because Mavroth is right behind the back of Dan Murphy. In fact, Dan Murphy's going to have a little look at Perez. Dan Murphy was in an IRC sandwich last night, and Snap and Orb King side by side. And I think Orb King's just got through on Snap. And now Roscoe right behind the Dutch driver as well. Snap having a great debut for IRC so far.
Yeah,
Snap trying to repass Orb King.
Yeah, that's a critical move for Orb King. He's on the same strategy as him, so he wants to get by him ASAP. And I think him, Snap, and Roscoe will be battling throughout the race. So it will be interesting to watch. As Squeezer, P9 on Hards. Everybody.
Squeezer's had a great start, hasn't he? Squeezer's had an outstanding start because I think he started last, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, with his mistake in qualifying. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so Squeezer's had an outstanding start as well. It's Panapap from Perez from Dan Murphy. That's just starting to pull away from Mavros. Hughes Moves will be very happy with his DRL teammate right behind him as well with Orb King. Matt 2 at the back as Red Donkey and T Sammy are swapping positions, and Red Donkey around the outside of T Sammy. I think he's made that move stick. Yes, he has. T Sammy dropping another place. Yours jumped up to 12th place, doing a good job there for DRL. He's tight at the back as well, of course.
Well, Red Donkey's gone very wide through the penultimate corner, and T Sammy takes advantage of it. And I think they'll be side by side into the final corner. Did Hughes Moves let Orb King go there? Yeah, I wonder if Hughes on the harder tyre than Orb King has let Orb King go there. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And now he'll be under pressure as Dog passing Red Donkey. We've got a move here for Roscoe on the back of Snap. Down the inside goes Roscoe for the Zenith boys. Snap keeps his line. Good racing there, and I think Matt was just passing Squeezer there as well. Now, bit of debris at turn 1. A little bit of front wing I can see in the background. Ross can't get the move done. No DRS yet, of course. But down the inside goes Roscoe. Can Snap. Oh, this is they're still side by side, and now Roscoe gets through up into 7th place. Snap still doing an incredible job there in 8th place, and Matt now up to 9th place. And Dan Murphy's out!
He's out.
What?
Another safety car. Oh,
where on earth is he?
S section, I can just see it. He touched the curb on the outside and spun into
down the hill, isn't it? Oh my word, down the hill on the curbs.
Safety car.
Oh my word. Well,
now do you pit for
Hards?
Hards?
It's safe to say.
Can you make it?
Yeah, this is great for Hards and great for Softs. What are you going to do?
It's such
a lot of people
call.
Be scratching their heads. Well, I think it's safe to say Zenith's chance of winning this thing are pretty much out the window now with 3 cars out already. And GFO could be looking at 2nd place right here.
Yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3 for them. And, I mean, it's... How many points is it? It's 54 points they're gaining just from the top 3, and also Squeezer in the points as well, so... A great day for them
it's Matt,
so
considering only Zenith have got 1 with Roscoe. Oh, 2 in the points with Jacob, but it's Orb King with DRL. Panapap pits.
Yep,
Mavros.
So Perez
is this hard? So hard tyres it's got to be, and it is. Oh, why has he been held? Or is it just my screen? No, it's 5-second penalty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
see
not
that
sure.
come up.
Oh, that's fine.
What a shame for Mavros. So Mavros had a 5-second penalty. I did not see that pop
Yeah,
up.
but he has not lost the position, so I think it's good for him to serve
No,
out.
yeah, it's worked out. Matt Tupits.
Yeah, I think it saved
Mediums
his
to
race. Why so?
Oh, softs. I tell you what, he's going softs. Ooh, he's going to get punchy.
I think what he's trying... I don't know. That's interesting. I would have put on hards.
Yeah. So it's possibly then soft to mediums. Another safety car would help him out. 2 safety cars in the first 6 laps. Tell you what, Ross goes up to 4th place. Hughes moves. How many places has he gained?
He started 18th.
That is an unbelievable start. There he has stopped. So Jacob's the highest stopper so far. He could be in a good little position.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say before Dan Murphy lost it, Jay Bradbury, he was making... Oh, someone's lost their front wing. Can't tell who. Is it Matt? Built-in Matt?
Has Matt lost his front wing? Has he hit the back of somebody? No, he's got a front wing.
Okay, somebody's lost their front wing, but as I was saying earlier, Jay Bradbury, he made 2 moves in 4 corners. He was definitely on fire before the safety car, and I'm sure we'll see more.
Yeah, he could be one to watch. I tell you what, Zenith need every point they can get over GFO. We've now got to look behind ourselves and try and stop GFO from scoring points. And I tell you what, IRC are 5th and 6th and 10th. Could be a wonderful haul of points for IRC as well as it stands. Anyone watching my coverage on Twitch or Facebook, apologies for the quality. The Wi-Fi has been streamed to Netflix as well, so it's awkward. But it is a Friday night, so I'll let her off.
Yes, safety car is staying out.
Safety car is staying out.
To the pits. Hughes moves. I think he's the one who lost his front wing.
What's that? That would be a terrible blow if that's the case. No, it's a straight swap for mediums. Well, mediums.
Oh, he has a penalty.
Been served after his tyres have gone on. I've not seen that before.
22 laps on mediums, I think. I don't know if he can make it. I've never seen it done before, but I mean...
That's stretching. It's some really bizarre strategies going on out there that I've not seen before.
Yeah, but I've also never seen anyone go from P18 to P3 in 5 laps. So, I mean, if there's someone who can do it, it's him. So I'm looking forward to what he can do.
Phenomenal start, and I really thought on the hard tyres he would keep going. He would really benefit, but he's down to 17th. So what's he going to do? What his strategies? So Red Donkey hasn't stopped in 11th. So Squeezer has jumped a whole load of positions as well, up into 6th place. Position changes. So Roscoe up 12, Snap up 13, Matt up 7th, Squeezer up 13, You're up 12. T-Sammy up 4. Asdog is now back into 10th place, as I think safety car may stop. But Perez on softs, and I've got a feeling that Perez has missed the boat. He's going to struggle on the restart.
Okay, I don't... From what I can tell, he doesn't think the hards can make it to the end from Mira. And I mean, I can agree it's going to be difficult, but he's just lost so much time ignoring a free pit stop, so I think he's banking on another safety
really
car
has.
Coming out mid-race.
He would need a virtual safety car in this lap. He would need a virtual or another full.
Yep, safety car in this lap, so let's see what the restart is like. Perez leading the field this time. Keeping quite close to the safety car, actually. This could be interesting.
So, this could be really interesting. So Perez will lead him round.
Yeah,
and he held him for a long time. Oh, he's too close to the safety car. He's too close. He's too close. Oh, they're all going to back up. Perez has really messed up the start. Really messed it up. He got too close. Absolute chaos here.
Yeah, everyone's all bunched up.
Snap spun the curb. He spun the curb.
Yeah, he hit Perez. And
no! Oh, and a GFO goes round. It looks like Mavros is off as well. Oh, it's absolute. Oh my word! It's absolute carnage. Jacob's going backwards. Oh, and look! This is just it's 4-3, 4-5 wide.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
word.
Matt
Close your
240's
eyes and
made
hope for the best.
7 positions. 8 positions, in fact, so he's had a good
Yeah,
restart
Matt
on the
too.
sides.
Oh, and the GFO car off. It's Squeezer's way off with Dan Murphy crashed. Oh, GFO. All of a sudden it's gone wrong.
Yeah,
In
I
the
think he
space of a
forced him.
few corners.
And Bilton Matt up to P4, but runs wide. So he'll be under pressure from
And
his
Asdog might
teammates.
get that place back. Roscoe in third. Snap's gone. Because, yeah, he spun at turn 1. Wow, so much action. I cannot believe the start. So Perez, on his soft tyres, the thing is he didn't back him up enough. He was too close to the safety car, and that means the game restricted him from passing the safety car until the safety car had pitted the pit line.
Then
And
I think
all hell broke loose.
I think Snap missed his braking point and just hit the side of Perez and spun around, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now looking at the battle for P5. Oh, Jay Bradbury's made 2 moves. Well, almost 2
He
moves.
has. And here comes Matt 2 as well. On the soft tyres, of course, Matt 2. Oh, this could be interesting.
4
T.
wide.
Sammy and Jacob and Asdog and Matt 2. This could be 4 wide. It is 4 wide. And
Some contact on the straight.
I think
He's hit
Jacobs.
him.
Oh my word, this is some
Oh,
hard
no,
racing
Sammy
up there.
spun.
Oh, the
The
IRC
two
boys have
IRCs.
crashed. Oh my word.
This is
That's just bad luck.
Yeah.
That was just that's a racing incident. That was just completely that was 3 into 1. Doesn't work.
It was
I
not
tell you
the
what,
IRC drivers gliding, it was one of them, I think, hit Jay Bradbury. Oh, and Bilton Matt's disconnected.
Oh,
Oh,
that's dreadful news for Matt.
Yeah.
Matt in 6th place is disconnected. This is just what is going on out here.
Yeah,
What is
it
going
looks
on?
like every team is having bad luck in order, so... Next up is Daryl.
I tell you what, but not for your boys. All your boys are in the top 10.
Definitely.
All the DRL boys are currently in the top 10. You could probably win the championship tonight, as it stands.
Maybe, we'll see. We're not really close to the win, but... Perez, by the way,
As
has
Matt-
pulled up 3 seconds.
Yeah, Perez is checking out on those worn soft tyres ahead of Orb King as Hughes moves back up to 9th place. This is just incredible. What is going on out there?
Yeah, so many position changes throughout the race, and we'll see
Snap
one more for
penalty.
P4. Oh, a lot of penalties. It just
Jacob's
hasn't gone
got-
his way.
So if Jacob hasn't got to stop again, DRS open, well, Jacob may have to stop again. I know we've had a lot of safety
He
cars,
pitted
but
lap 1, I doubt.
he'll be stretching nose. But Matt 2 will have to stop again. I've got a feeling Jacob and Matt 2 are fighting for the net lead, and they'll be on alternate strategies.
I think Orb King and
Keep
Roscoe
an
are
on-
the ones to watch out to. Zenith and DRL.
Yeah, Roscoe right in the DRS of Orb King. Roscoe started 15th place. What a start. GFO, I think that's the ghost of Matt. Oh my word, I cannot believe how it's twisted on its head. IRC had so many cars in the points. It's gone wrong for them. It's gone wrong for Zenith. It's now gone wrong for for GFO. A Snap pits, Asdog pits.
Yeah, but I think Panepap could still be in a net lead here. Because he doesn't have to pit again. It looks like. 4 lap old hard.
Of course. Although interesting, another strategy twist. If he doesn't pit, those hards will be pretty worn out towards the end and pretty slow compared to the fresher runners. Yours right behind him.
Yeah, let's look at how Yor handles this. Obviously, countryman. Yor is Greek, but not racing for GFO. Same with Sammy and IRC.
That's right. And of course, Lucas last night, Greek driver, racing for Zenith. So Matt's still not back in the lobby. Again, apologies for connection, picture quality on my stream. We are maxing out the Wi-Fi tonight, which.
As Yoris goes to Panepap and Matt 240 sets the fastest lap, unsurprisingly on soft tires. And he's looking to make a move for P3, but Panepap and Yor, no, he's not close enough to make a move. But there's some movement at the back, Sammy and Hughes.
I tell you what, from what I've seen so far, the GFO boys have set up for straight line speed. Matt 2's got past Roscoe, but those GFO boys have got some serious straight line speed. Even in the DRS, they can defend it quite easily. Now, I wonder if Roscoe will let Jacob go as well. I think they're in the same chat party, but it's the two sole remaining Zenith drivers. Thankfully, they're doing pretty well and could salvage some good points here. because GFO have all of a sudden fallen off. Oh, and Roscoe running wide. He's on the AstroTurf. Gets back on. He's got DRS, but Matt 2 is quickly catching the back of Orb King, and I imagine your boys will quickly sort that one out.
Yeah, definitely. They're in a party check together. And I wouldn't be surprised if he lets him go at the start-finish straight. But, yeah, still interesting. Oh, Matt's disconnected again.
Oh, what a shame. Matt having issues as well. I think it's the heat over here in this country. We're not used to it, and nor's our electricity.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I think what GFO were trying to do is get pole on soft tires and just defend it with their straight line speed, like you mentioned. So, I mean, the race has been so chaotic that it hasn't mattered.
No, it really hasn't so far. Orb King pits. What tires has he put? Oh, they weren't ready for him.
He's being held up. Oh no, it was just
a visual. No, I think that's just a glitch. I think there's all sorts going on tonight. Even the game doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, so Sammy and Paul have collided. It was a touch.
Oh no,
no
damage, I don't think. T Sammy for IRC up to 7th place. Red Donkey with a penalty.
I'm really impressed by F1 Perez 11, how long he's extended these tires. 12 laps.
Yeah, 11 laps. Yeah, 12 laps on now.
Can he do a soft to mediums?
He could stretch it out now. He needs to get to sort of lap 15. Oh, Carl, way off the road.
I think
it's Hughes moves.
No. Does he have damage?
That's a shame.
I think he's just spun.
I think he should spun where Dan Murphy spun down the hill, caught the curb. He's got no damage. And on goes Hughes moves. He will have to stop again. Those mediums won't go to the end. The guys on mediums will likely have to stop again. So the guys obviously on softs, as Jacob right behind the back of Roscoe. He may wait for the DRS. Yor and Panapat. Oh, Panapat, Yor went way off the road there. I wonder where Yor had gone. So yeah, Jacob waiting for DRS. He'll pass Roscoe. Should do pretty routinely. But they are already 4 seconds behind Matt 2, who is camping on the road. But Matt 2 will pit again. He'll put on hards, and I imagine Jake will pit on mediums or softs when he stops. As down the inside he goes. Can Yor get past Panapap? He's got the DRS. Yor down the inside. The Greek on Greek here. Can Panapap get the switch back? Panapap has got fresher tyres, so he might come back at Yor later on, and in fact in a couple of laps' time. Great shot there in the background of Orb King getting past Squeezer. That was a lovely background shot. As Yor manages to hold off Panapap. Panapap's done a good job for GFO. So we've got GFO from DRL, from Zenith, DRL, GFO, IRC, DRL. IRC, sprint up to 9th place. Just ahead of Mavros, actually. That's pretty close. There is the Dutch driver. Just ahead of Hughes moves. Good little battle here, actually, for 10th, 11th and 12th place. And 9th, sorry, sprint in 9th.
We haven't seen much of sprint so far in the race, but he's done a good job to get into top 10. Definitely.
He does a very underrated job. Keeps himself out of trouble. Sprint may have a job on his hands here, though. Mavros right behind him. And Hughes and Red Donkey. In fact, they're dropping Red Donkey, so they should be okay.
As Matt 240 and Roscoe both good, actually. So I'm really surprised to see that. Oh, Matt 240 is being held, or it's just a glitch again.
I think it's the glitch. Roscoe pits with him, so Roscoe and Matt 2 are done. Hards to the end now.
I'm really surprised to see F1 Perez 11 extend those softs longer than Matt 240.
Yeah, and pulling away from Jacob. Matt 2's got a bit of traffic.
Yeah, he's jumped Orb King as well.
He has jumped Orb King, but he's done to the end. Now, eyes on Jacob. Jacob will likely have the softer rubber at the end. But when does he make that move? Will Matt 2 get caught in the traffic? Lots of interesting permutations. Great battle, which is now for 7th place. Sprint, Mavros, Hughes. The dropping Donkey. Perez has been passed. Perez has been off. It's got a puncher! Oh, I don't believe it!
14 laps
He's just 1 lap too far, wasn't it? was just one lap too far. What a shame for GFO and Perez.
Yeah, well, luckily
That
for him,
is...
it's towards the end of the lap, so he won't lose too much time. But, I mean, it's still very unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's damage done for Perez. We had a punch, of course, late on. Oh, get off the racing line, that's it. Oh, my word! Of course, he can't really control the car very well. Hughes moves, just gets around the outside. Perez is fighting that car hard, but we saw a penalty on the last lap in Italy to Jacob while he was in third place. Oh, and Red Donkey cuts in just in front of him. Jacob, penalty! No, no, no. So, where did Roscoe come out? Roscoe's just behind Squeezer. In fact, Roscoe may make a move here on Squeezer, and does on the fresher hard. So, Roscoe behind Orb King. I think Orb King jumped Roscoe in the pits then. Or in the undercut. Is Matt back? Looks like Matt's up and running. In 13th place. So we've got Jacob leading. However, he has to stop again at some point. Will he put on the mediums, or will he go for softs? We've just seen the softs can last 15 laps. Well, puncher on lap 15 as it was for Perez.
I mean, yeah, I'm impressed he was able to take them that far anyway. I mean, 14 laps.
It was a good effort, wasn't it? It was a good effort. Panapat right behind Yor. I said that Panapat may come back on Yor, and he certainly is, and Yor makes a mistake. Runs out wide, and Panapat may choose his move here. His tyres are now in better condition than yours. I wonder if Jacob will... I think Jacob will go for softs. No doubt about it. But when? I'd say lap 20. Your pits. Now, Jacob's going to be careful. Jacob's going to be careful because Yor could undercut him. Okay, Jacob will have fresher tyres when he comes out, but Yor may get the jump here. Yor's done a fantastic job from the back. Trademark drive for more. Hey, I tell you what, Little Paul in 4th place.
But he was
what a great effort.
Yeah, but good drive.
He is, yeah, he is. But still, he's holding ahead of Sprint and the Mavros battle. Hughes has dropped back a little bit.
Well,
Mach 2 is about to
very close
catch him.
At the pit exit. But Yor just hangs on, so he rejoins
right
behind his DRL teammates.
And that's a gain for Yor because Roscoe was ahead before the pit stops.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. But Roscoe could come back on the warmer tires. We'll see.
Yor's had a fantastic race. Yor can salvage some points at this. He's had an absolutely brilliant race.
Yeah, so the net leader right now is Panapat. He's had a quiet race after the first 3 laps, but I think he can make the tires last. I mean, it'll be close, but you don't want to get a puncture like his teammate,
so he'll have probably about 23 lap old tyres at the end. So yeah, he can definitely go to the end. It's how quick he'll be at the end. Sammy did a good job for IRC. So it's Zenith, GFO, IRC, DRL, top 4. That's great to see. And they're pretty much all on the same sort of strategy. They're all going to stop again. And who was that? Is that Little Paul pitting in? It is.
It is, yep.
So 14 good laps in the medium for Little Paul. Where will he rejoin? There's IRC now 3 and 4. Having a great race tonight. Hughes pits again.
Yeah, they're both putting on mediums, I think.
So he'll put, yeah, mediums. Softs for Hughes. They should go to the end. What did Little Paul do? Little Paul put on mediums again. Is that his 3rd stop? Or his 2nd stop? So good, so much going on.
Yes.
Little Paul, 2 stops, yeah, so he can go to mediums to the end quite comfortably. So everyone's, except Squeezer and Matt, have stopped at least once. So, at the front, Jacob now has a 5-second lead over Panapat. Jacob trying to snap an Asdog swap positions for IRC down the back there. Oh, poor old Snap and Asdog for that matter. They were having a fantastic race up in the points, high up as well. They were in fact, there's only a few drivers that haven't been caught up in incidents. Mavros may make a move on Sprint here. Mavros and Sprint have been nose to tail for the last few laps. Mac 2 has caught them. There is Mac 2. Now, he does not need to get held up too much by these boys with his battle for the lead.
Yeah, he has much fresher tires and he needs to put them to good use before they wear off. So
Yeah, he should get past relatively easy with a DRS. Does not want to get into contact. That's the last thing he needs. Just 3 retirements, 3 Zenith boys. 2 of them say knock each other out. Now there goes Matt 2. Matt 2 may make his move now on GFO Mavros down the inside. Mavros has DRS as well though, so this could be a little bit more tricky.
Oh, hit sprint.
Oh no, he's spun
Mavros.
sprint. He's spun sprint.
Yeah.
Did he get damage?
Sprint has damage, but I don't think Matt has any damage.
Oh, Matt just... I think with the fresher tyres, Matt just could not get it stopped in time. He had the DRS, and unfortunately,
it was just
collided with Sprint.
Big speed difference, but he could be able to come back from it. But really unlucky for Sprint. I think he could have made it to the end. And looks like he left.
Yeah,
again.
that's really bad luck for Sprint. Mavros has been the big beneficiary of that. He's now to 4th place, and can get on the back of T. Sammy. T. Sammy could be on for a good haul of points, actually.
He's gonna
IRC Super League champion.
Yeah, he's going to be flying on softs at the end.
Oh, yeah, safety car! Red Donkey is out, and we had the 3rd safety car, and now the race is on its head, and Jacob gets a free pit stop at the front.
Same with Panapap, I think. You have to pit for softs at this point. I don't see.
Wow, look how that's worked for Jacob. Look how that's worked, and he'll put on softs, surely. Yeah, and I'll tell you... Oh, was that Perez penalty?
Drive-through.
I tell you what, I won't be surprised if Matt 2 stops again for softs. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they all stopped again for softs.
I think everyone except Yor has to pit for softs, because, I mean, they'll be so slow.
Jacob mediums!
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, he's just relying on tire life. I mean, it's not a bad call.
Unless he had no softs. Of course, we've seen the softs do drop off. What about T. Sammy? Let's get the tyre graphic up, actually, so we know what's going on here. Yeah, T. Sammy's soft. Wow, look at all the cars coming in now. Who went on? Yor goes on, of course. Yeah, of course. Yor from last to 3rd. Wow-wee. Softs for T. Sammy. Softs for Sprint. I tell you what, that is a reprieve for Sprint. That's oh, and Roscoe went off trying to pass. Ross didn't stop. Oh, I've got a feeling Ross may lose out on those hard tyres. Everybody else in the soft compound. But we have seen the soft tyres have dropped off quickly before. I tell you what, Sprint's right behind Mavros again. So that has... And Matt 2, in fact, dropped down behind Sprint. Matt 2 had an awful pit stop.
Yeah, it might have been held up with everybody coming in. Of course, with cars, you don't know who's your teammate.
That's the one gap. That's the one potluck about the custom liveries. It sort of worked itself out, hasn't it? Sprint is now sort of back where he was, on the soft tyres now as well, and is back ahead of Matt 2. And right behind the back of Mavros again, so battle resumed there. So we've got Zenith at the front. Only 2 Zenith cars left, but they are in the top 5. They need to salvage those points ahead of GFO, because for DRL, it's your second. It's Little Paul and Matt 2 and Hughes, so 4 DRL cars in the points, just 2 Zenith. For IRC, you've got T. Sammy, you've got Sprint, doing a fantastic job, and GFO, who at one point had all their cars in the points, are now just 3rd and 6th. And this has been the craziest race out a lot, and I was not expecting Bahrain to throw up this sort of race.
Yeah, we expected different strategies, but they've all been thrown out of the window thanks to these safety cars, and
they really have. Jacob is the biggest winner out of them all, because look, Matt 2 down in 9th, he was probably fighting along with Panapap for the race lead. Hopefully we're going to get a better restart, but Panapap in a great position. Yor as well. What a race by Yor. Of course, Yor knows Jacob very well from their Zenith League races as well. Safety car should be in this lap, I think. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's time for it to come in, as Perez is disconnected from the session, or maybe he's left one too early, I can't tell. I think he tried to serve his drive-through under the safety car, and it didn't let him.
No, unfortunately it doesn't. Wow, Perez. Just like Spanias in Canada. It just went sadly wrong for him at the end. Well, when the rain came, he put on slicks instead of intermediates twice. And he had checked out in front. And unfortunately for his GFO teammate tonight, Perez, it's turned on its head for him. Oh, Matt 2's got past Hughes' moves. Or are those two just swapping positions? Oh, a bit of glitching there from one of the GFO boys. Safety car should be in this lap. We've got a brand new race here, pretty much. I've got a horrible feeling for Roscoe on his hard, 6-lap-old hards as well, that he may get absolutely swamped by the fresher rubber compound drivers behind him. Jacob leaves him as safety car coming in. Everybody's caught up. Hopefully we are going to go racing.
Yeah, it's time to restart. It's been how many laps on your safety car? 3 laps, so yeah.
It is. It is in, and Jacob does back him up. We're going to have an 8-lap shootout. And I'll tell you what, any one of the 4 leagues could win this. We've had 3 wins from DRL, 1 from GFO. IRC could win this one. Zenith could win this one. DRL, it's the top 4 are the 4 different leagues. It's beautifully poised. Yep. 8-lap shootout.
Oh,
bit of a
positions. That's weird. A very slow restart.
Yeah, so Jacob has backed them up, and now Jacob goes. No problems like the last restart this time. We are green flag. Jacob has 8 laps to hold on from Panapap, and watch out for T. Sammy on the softs. Matt 2 has already passed Hughes' moves and his DRL teammate Little Paul.
Yeah,
DRL boys working together.
Yeah,
Asdog passes. Oh, Asdog and Squeezer making contact, and Asdog spun Squeezer. Asdog has spun Squeezer.
No damage though, so we can get.
No damage. I'm not sure he spun him, but there was a lot of contact there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Orb King backwards, yeah. Contact there as well.
Yeah,
and that's bad news for Jacob. Just starting to get. He needs to get within that, or get ahead by a second, just to get a DRS in the next couple of laps. And Jacob is on his way for doing that. Roscoe doing a good job. Roscoe's got a bit of a train behind him in 5th place on the hard tyres. It may come to him towards the end of this race, though. If he can hold on, but.
One thing to note is that Jacob has a penalty and Yor doesn't, so if he can stay within 3 seconds.
Oh, good shout and memory. Yeah, Jacob's got to go at the clappers here. Jacob, when he's racing for in his league races, is renowned for picking up the penalties, which has cost him some big wins in the championship in races gone by, and hopefully it won't do tonight. He won the last race of the season in Abu Dhabi. Got it right, got it together. He's already 1.2 ahead and broken the DRS as Matt 2 is past sprint. Matt 2 is on it.
Yeah, and
Roscoe doing a good job holding on.
Yeah, definitely. He's lost time to Sammy, but he's held on to Mavros. So.
Oh, T. Sammy's passed. He's gone off.
Yeah, he's missed his break.
Has he got damage?
I can't tell.
Matt 2 is charging. Absolutely charging. He's now near the back of Roscoe. Up King pits.
Soft say, assume. Very unlucky from him. He's had no luck in this event so far.
He really hasn't, has he? He really hasn't had any luck. T. Sammy, that mistake, if it was a mistake, it was contact, but on soft tyres, which you need to get the best of the life of now, unfortunately may have just cost him a chance of a podium. Who knows? He could come back, but the best life for these soft tyres are now. And unfortunately, it's not quite worked out for him at the moment.
Yeah, but P4 is still very good points. 14 points for IRC would be very good for them.
And it could be better because Jacob has that penalty. I don't... Oh, Panapap's off! Oh my word, big crash!
Oh, what's happened? Yeah,
big
I saw him go
crash! He's lost his safety car. For the front wing, there's no retirement. 4 safety car, so it's that classic, he got the outside curb and it just launched him straight into the wall, and we've got a safety car again for the 4th time.
Will anyone pit for softs?
Will Roscoe pit? Yeah, Roscoe's gone on. Roscoe does pit.
For the 5-second penalty.
Oh, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. And he won't have it removed either. It's a pit lane infringement, so sadly he'll have to carry it. However, he's 10th on Sauce. What a mental race.
Yeah, this hasn't helped Jacob any bit because he pulled out the gap before the safety
Yeah,
car, but now
that's
it's
true.
come out again.
That could be the nail in the coffin for Zenith winning.
Yeah.
It could be an incredible last to first win for your.
Oh, would be amazing, but yeah, let's not speak so far.
There's so many. Yeah, this has been the craziest. Anything has happened. Everything that could happen has happened. So let's not jinx your just yet.
Yeah,
But as it stands, the Squeeze is back in the points. He's had an eventful race. So's Asdog. So's Shoes. Up there. Little Paul's up to 6th place. Mavros, Matt 2 and 4th. I tell you what, that's massively benefited Matt 2, hasn't it?
yeah,
That
definitely.
has massively benefited Matt 2.
If he can clear T Sammy quickly, and Yor will probably let him through as their teammates.
Will he? Well, I don't know. I wonder if Yor will have aspirations of winning the race himself.
Yeah, we'll see what they do, but I know they have relationships. But you never know. Let's look at the penalties for Matt 2 and Sammy. Sammy has a penalty, but I don't know how many seconds. Matt 2 has one warning, yeah, so they're both clean, both their drivers clean. I don't know if there'll be any team orders.
They've got nothing to lose because with 3 retirements for Zenith, that DRL in a fantastic position to wrap up the championship, all but wrap up the championship. These safety cars have certainly helped my stream out because it disconnects just as the safety car comes out, so you're not missing anything. What a rubbish night for connection. So, Jacob from Yor, from T Sammy, Zenith, DRL, IRC, DRL, GFO, 5th place, Mavros, Little Paul, DRL 6th, Fuse and 7th for DRL, IRC, Matt, that's quite a comeback drive. 8th place, IRC 9th. Yeah, he's had an eventful one as well. Squeezer, who I've seen facing the wrong way a couple of times, is back into 10th. Roscoe, then the lead runners on the softs. Snap! We saw him facing the wrong way out of turn 1 on the first safety car restart, I think. Now up to 12th on soft tyres. Panapat 13th, Sprint 14th, Perez. It's been... In fact, what's going on? Orb King's...
It's his ghost car, and Orb King wants to pass it because he's not in the lobby, but it's not letting him go. And the issue here is the AI is so slow that it won't catch up to the safety car queue quick enough for the restart. So, I mean, his luck is just getting from bad to worse.
Yeah, that you couldn't write that. That's horrible luck. Oh, poor Orb King. Is he racing tomorrow for the finale?
I think so. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh,
he deserves it.
The leaders almost collided, but yeah, they just avoided each other.
Now, one safety car pit. Are we going to get a last feed up shootout? Jacob needs it to pit. He needs to get on with this.
Yeah,
we're about to find out. That's a silly safety car because it was just front wing damage, which was miles off the racing line. In fact, miles away from the track.
It was like a self-crash gate.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it really was. As the safety car is in. So, Jacob just backs him up. He needs to absolutely go for it, and I hope that T Sammy, of course, T Sammy and your 2 Greek drivers, Squeezer and Roscoe, I think Roscoe is eager to get on with it.
Yeah, we've seen carnage at turn 2 in all safety car restarts, so let's see.
We have. And we could get the same again. Jacob will lead around. I tell you what, Yule looks closer this time by. Yule's got a run on him here. Green flag. We are racing again for the final 4 laps. And Jacob having to go defensive of Yule. Yule down the outside. Jacob just covering the inside. Roscoe's got past Squeezer. I thought Yule nearly spun it there. Got a bit too much curb. Lost him time. And now T Sammy. Watch out. Oh, Snaps made him, Sprint's made him take in the background. T Sammy may have a move here on Yule for second place. The IRC driver down the inside.
He's gone deep.
Yours left him loads of room. And Matt 2 may get through. No. Yule holds off from Matt 2 and T. Samarales for IRC is in second place. This could be an IRC victory because Jacob's got the 3-second penalty. Jacob from wide.
Oh, what a race.
And T. Sammy is pushing the back of him. This is fantastic. Jacob, oh, and again, Euro and Matt 2 are fighting really hard. And Mavros in there as well. Little Paul can also see what's going on. DRL, I'd like to wrap up the wrap up the championship tonight. But who can get...
It depends on whether Sammy has served his penalty or not. It just says penalty, so I don't know if it's a 3-second penalty or a 5-second penalty, so yeah, we'll see. But the two DRL drivers are clean at the moment.
And the thing is, for Jacob, he's only picked up one penalty, which in a normal league race would be absolutely fantastic because he usually picks up a lot more. However, this one penalty could cost him a podium as it stood. It could cost him a load of positions.
The team orders
side by side. Yeah, team orders implied. Matt 2 gets past it. Matt 2 could win this. We could have a winner from either IRC, Zenith, or DRL. At the moment, it's IRC in the pound seats.
Yep, DRS will be enabled next lap.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. T. Sammy just needs to hold off Matt 2 until DRS, and he can have a go himself at Jacob. How long will those soft tyres last him for, though?
Yeah, 7 laps already. I mean, they'll go off, but yep, he'll have the DRS. So.
He will, and that Jacob has to break that DRS. He has to break it for any chance for himself to sort of get that gap he needs. Roscoe's past Asdog. He's up to 9th place now, and right behind the back of it, yellow flags are out.
Squeezer, I think.
Squeezer's been off. Yeah, I'll tell you what, at the start of the coverage, we said it will only be sort of turns 2 and 3 that's going to cause people problems. There's been cars off at every single corner of the track. Now, Jacob has that second lead he needs. He needs to hold that down the start, finishing straight. Yeah, and T-Sammy may have to defend here from your man, Matt 2.
He needs to make his move as quickly as possible to stay with Jacob. And yeah, no DRS though, so.
Not this time by. It will be up the hill after turn 2. So Jacob, DRS enabled. So they should have it for coming out of turn 3. I'll tell you what, Matt 2 wants to get it done now. T-Sammy will defend this hard. Matt 2, he couldn't get it done. That helps Jacob. Good defending there from T-Sammy, nothing wrong with that. Covered the inside line. Now DRS for Matt 2, but can't get past. And he's going to have to wait for the next DRS zone, which is coming up shortly, although he's running a little bit wide. You're keeping a watching brief. T-Sammy doing a great job on those soft tyres. Jacob trying to get that 3-second gap to everybody else. He may get a podium out of this, Jacob. 2 laps to go. T-Sammy holding on absolutely brilliantly here. Roscoe still stuck behind Bill and Matt. In fact, there's a massive battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. In fact, the rest of the pack. So the points positions are by no means sorted yet. Now, this is the move by Matt 2 on the inside of T-Sammy Morales. T-Sammy Morales trying to get on the outside, but Matt 2 has done it. And now he can get on at getting to the back of Jacob. Can T-Sammy hold on for podium? Roscoe passes Matt on the soft tyres. That will be a help by DRS as well. So Roscoe trying to pick up some valuable points for Zenith in their fight, which is what is now with GFO for 2nd place. Matt may get Roscoe back here though. Although Roscoe lining up a move on Hughes moves. In fact, Roscoe down the inside of Hughes.
Ooh, side by side through the last corner.
What a good move, Ross. I tell you what. Hughes moves fought that well, and now Matt down the inside of Hughes as well. Jacob has the fastest lap as it stands. That could be a crucial bonus point, and Hughes is down to 9th. Can he hold on for a point? Asdog.
Oh, and there's a GFO driver. Make him. Oh, he's hit him. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, Panapap has spun him.
Yeah, Panapap now attacking Orb King.
Yeah, that's it's getting a little bit ugly down there.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that.
No, that looked to me as if, sadly, the DRL driver was hit at the back by Panapap. We'll have to wait for coverage. You're right behind his good Greek friend, T-Sammy Morales. We'll catch that in a second. Let's just see what happens with Asdog, Orb King, Panapap, and Snap. Could salvage a point here as well. Roscoe right behind Little Paul. Make his way up nicely. So Jacob leads by 1.3. I've got a feeling Matt 2 is
Yeah, I think he's had it covered, but you know anything can happen. And also to mention Orb King from I think he was 16th at the last restart, and he's made it up to the points. So impressive from him. If you look at the gap to leader, yeah, Yor is 3.6 behind, so he won't jump Jacob as it stands. So he needs to push hard in the last lap. Matt 240 takes the fastest lap, so that's the bonus point coming back to DRL as we start the final lap of this race. Can Yor make a move on Sammy? Not here, maybe into turn 4. But Roscoe is close to the little pole. Inside. But the switchback could work for the red and black DRL car, but no, his tires are just too old for the move to happen, unfortunately. This Orb King goes up to P9. And Asdog and Panapap side by side. Turn 4.
I'll tell you what were we saying about Orb King's bad luck 3 laps ago? He's up into 9th place. What a little comeback for Orb King.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yellow flags.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snaps out. What a shame. He was having a fantastic race as well. However, IRC could be on for their first podium with T. Sammy. Here we go. Last few corners.
Yeah,
this race has been absolutely chaotic. I tell you what, T. Sammy could still... No, I think Jacob should hold on for second place. Jacob runs wide. Oh no! Oh, penalty for Jacob. That could be in the podium. This is disaster for Zenith. He's going to cross the line for the second race. Zenith are going to cross the line in the lead, but for the second race they're not going to win it because DRL, Mach 2 wins, and T. Samarales for IRC has picked up a fantastic second place. You're
side by side across the line. With Roscoe and Mavros.
Oh!
Roscoe has so many
penalties. And Roscoe's out the points!
And Orb King up to 7th. Just wow.
Orb King finishes 7th. Jacob finishes out the podium in 4th. Mavros 5th. Little Paul 6th for DRL have pretty much won the championship. In fact, they may have even done it mathematically now.
Yeah, let's see. So 21 points for Matt. 16 with yours, so 37. Then
yeah,
I don't know. It's close enough.
1 points finish for Zenith, and that was Jacob in 4th. Wow, that was one of the most craziest races I've ever commentated, and it came from Bahrain of all places.
Yeah, by far the most unpredictable race so far, and I think a well-deserved winner. Matt 240 with his drive-through early on, he made a really good recovery.
Yeah, brilliant drive from the Dutch driver, well-deserved victory. Did I think Hughes Moon salvaged a point as well at the end of all that?
I think he got P13, so I don't know.
I think penalties down the field.
Driver of the day be?
Oh, that is tough. Mac 2 deserves a lot of credit for his drive through.
Definitely.
3 stops, fastest lap. Jacob 6 seconds has cost him. It's got to be T. Sammy 13th.
Yeah, I think all the podium drivers deserve it, and Orb King's a good mention too.
And Little Paul again, 16th to 6th.
Yeah. I
think everyone that's finished that race and in the points. Panapat, I forgot. So much has happened. I forgot Panapat was even on pole position.
Yeah, true.
Sprint just missed out.
A bit disappointing
Roscoe
for GFR
penalties
after their success early on, but yeah.
Yeah. And Zenith, I think, will hold. In fact, will hold it. It's IRC, the big winners. 9th, 8th, and 3rd. And DRL, of course, the big winners. If other drivers want to join us, we want to invite some guys in and get some thoughts from the drivers about that mental race. So mental, my connection couldn't keep up half the time.
Right, so what's the point, right? What's the point gap right now between Zenith and DRL? Is it 39 points?
So it was 39. Yeah, it's 39 going into this.
They've gained 41, so it's 80. Not quite. Needed one more.
It's all but done. And congratulations to DRL and to yourself for from start to finish. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely mighty pace. And great racing as well. From largely everybody. There's been the odd bump and grind out there. You're going to get it. Everyone's giving everything for their leagues. But on the whole, it has been fair. It's been great, entertaining racing. Everybody who's taken part has done a fantastic job. I think everyone's had fun out there by the look of it, especially in that race.
Yeah, now let's get some drivers for the interviews and see what they thought of that crazy race. Yeah, he had so many penalties, that's really unfortunate. Really? I thought I saw something like 5-second unserved penalty, but yeah, we'll have to check again. As I've invited the drivers for interviews.
Oh dear. Dan Murphy gutted as well. Of course, he dropped it down the hill. He could have won that race. If anybody wants to come and join us. Ah, man, what could have been? As we're joined by the race winner, yet again, Matt too. Race winner, Matt, but that was not straightforward by any means whatsoever. Talk us through that, mate.
Wait, let me just think about what
Yeah,
happened.
what happened with the drive-through?
Where do you start?
Oh yeah, well, the start was better than expected. I was able to get into second place despite starting on mediums. Then, yeah, I don't know how I got the drive-through. I didn't think I was speeding on the safety car, but apparently I was. Got the drive-through. From then on, it made it much harder to get back into the race. Like get the win, I mean. And yeah, just driving my own pace, and after that, just trying to lose as little time as possible, battling other people. And I guess
After
it worked.
It definitely worked. After that drive-through, when you came out right at the back of the pack, did you ever think you were ever going to have a chance to win this race?
In all honesty, no. But you can't give up. Like, you know, just the amount of safety cars that can come out, and they did come out tonight. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, 4 safety cars.
And yeah, no virtual 4 safety cars. Matt, incredible win. Like that was outstanding. It was like the Canadian Grand Prix of 2011. Just everything that could have happened. You know, it was a fantastic driver. Congratulations to DRL for all but winning the cup and the championship, which you played a major part in. So congratulations, Matt. Well done, mate.
Oh, we won the cup.
Yeah, it's done. I think you're like 80 odd points ahead.
Yeah, one more point
you're 1 point away.
Okay. Well, I'm just not going to celebrate yet, but that's very good to hear.
As they say in England, put the champagne on ice. You're nearly there.
Okay. Well, that's great. Let's hope to finish it with a bang.
Yep.
Absolutely. And second place, my man, T. Samarales for IRC. Again, you had a crazy race. Talk us through your race, mate.
Good evening to all. First of all, I would like to congratulate Matt and also J.O. for Matt for winning and J.O. for completing the podium. If someone told me before the start of the race that I would have made an extra pit stop, I would have front wing damage, and I would have spun 2 times and still claim the second position, I would have told him that he's crazy. It was a crazy race. I'm happy that I have scored the first podium for the IRC. It was a crazy race. My strategy worked. I'm putting a lot of effort in the strategy. I had the pace, but in the last 2 laps I was sliding a lot. My rear tires were gone, so that gave Matt the opportunity to overtake me in sector 2 laps before the race. But I didn't want to get involved into a fight. I was doing pretty well, so I let him take the win and claim the podium position. So everything went well from let's say almost from last to second position. I'm very happy. for myself and for the IRC. And this was my last race on the 2019 game. So
what
yeah,
a way to
I'm
end
closing
it.
the what?
What
Excuse me?
a way to finish it. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah,
yeah,
great
that's
stuff.
incredible. A day to remember.
Yeah, a great day to remember for IRC as well, who deserve that podium because they've raced brilliantly. I was going to say, after that final safety car restart, when you were second behind Jacob, who had those penalties, did winning the race cross your mind? Did you start to believe?
Yes, it did, and I told the guys in the IRC chat that I'm going to win this race. I'm going to try to win this race. At this point, Jacob, I think, had only 3-second penalties, so he was faster than me. He's a great driver. I couldn't catch him. So when I saw that he was off the track at some point, I said, "Okay, now let's take the win." But no, it didn't happen. So.
But still, second place, and congratulations to you, T. Sammy, and the IRC, who have had a fantastic night as well, because I think Matt and Asdog all scored points as well for the IRC, and Snap was close as well, so congratulations, T. Sammy, well done, mate.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to everyone. Have a good night, and
Yeah, congrats.
I'm saluting you, and see you on to the 2020 game.
Yeah, see you. Congrats on
Absolutely.
the podium.
And again, an incredible, eventful race. Talk us through your race, mate.
Yeah, I let everyone through. To begin with, I wanted to be clean and not lose my nose. It didn't worth it. Safety car lap 1 made the medium strat possible, so I went for it, and it was a crazy race, to be honest. Could have gone way worse. Could have gone better. But it's okay, it is what it is. A bit bitter that I wasn't second, at least, to be honest.
Yeah,
But it was a
I
great
was
race.
going to... When you were fighting with Matt too, was there team orders to let him through, or were you generally trying to fight him?
I didn't want to fight Matt. I knew he was quicker, so there was no point on holding him. And eventually he managed to win, so well done again to Matt. He's been quicker throughout, so there was really no point in defending it. We could just lose it. So
Exactly, it's all about the team points.
yeah. I couldn't
And-
overtake Bill as well, so it proved to be the right call.
And I've just heard, as you're also a Zenith racer, we get all half your points as well. I joke.
What?
We don't. No, I say because you're a Zenith racer as well, we get all half your points. But if only.
I can deal with that. I don't know if the others can.
No, you've represented DRL fantastically tonight, and as you have done for the whole championship. For yourself, was that your last time on the game, or are you racing tomorrow?
I think I'm racing tomorrow as well. I don't know if anything changes, but I think I'm racing.
And with DRL having wrapped up the title pretty much, is it gloves off for the DRL boys tomorrow? Everyone's fair game. You're gonna try and get that win.
I don't think so. It's fair game everywhere. We can help the team when we can, but it's fair game. We're here to have fun. At least I had plenty of fun. That's what matters tonight.
And that's the bottom line. That's the main thing. And certainly tonight, I think everybody out there had a lot of fun. Alpima, anything else you want to add to that? What a mental race.
Just great drive, guys. I think everyone who got points in that race deserves to be the driver of the day. It was just so much moving forward and backwards, and yeah, congrats.
Yeah, congrats to everybody again who finished up. Well done to Matt too. What a win. Well done to Tisa Morales. What a podium. Absolutely outstanding. And to Yor, who came from the back to the front. Just one more round to go where DRL will surely, unless we have an even crazier situation than tonight, don't win it. But it's theirs. They've got one hand on the trophy. DRL should wrap it up tomorrow. The battle for second, mind you, could be close. for the last time, we'll do it tomorrow at Silverstone, same time, same place. From me, it's good night, and Alpimut, take us out, mate.
Yep, see you guys then.
Good night.